Hi, welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie, and of course, I'm Debbie. Now, we are reading for Monday through Thursday, the 13th through the 16th. Now, you know that when I am doing this for, the Monday through Thursday, I use a couple of my decks. I use my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will use the Guardian Angel Tarot cards, my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies, and that is from Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo, and my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, this is the introduction, this is the overview, this is where I give you all the little details of what's going on, and this will also be when I do a short reading for whatever is going on in the world. At that time, I will use my my Waite Rider traditional tarot cards and my Colette Baron Reed the Good Tarot cards. Now, I pray, I meditate, I do Reiki energy into this. I'm a Reiki 3 master teacher, so I put Reiki into these cards, but I always want you to remember these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? I'm an intuitive channeler. That means that I open myself to God, Holy Spirit, and just ask whatever it is that needs to come through for whoever it is that needs it to come through. Now, interesting things. Now, I'm not going to give you the overview astrologically because I did that in the breakthrough video from the weekend, so take a peek at that. We are still ramping up into that March energy that I've been telling you about. Remember, it's not like it's like an on-off switch. It's more of a dimmer switch, and things are ramping up. We are feeling these changes. We are feeling the changes where Saturn's going to go into Pisces. Pluto is going to, for 3 months, go into Aquarius. We've got those other things that I was telling you about. There's some changes coming. We're feeling those changes. We're also, I don't know about you, but we're also feeling the energetic drain on a lot of our, energies, if we want to put it that way. We have a little bit where we have a lot of those, what you would call those energy vampires, that's just trying to suck the light, suck the goodness, suck the high vibrations, trying to pull us into a lower vibrational scale, if you want to say that too. Now, again, and we've seen this, there's things going on in the world, and there's been so much heartache and heartbreak. And again, my prayers go out to the people in Turkey and Syria, and for whoever is being affected by all of these things, all the good people that's being affected. It is a time where we need to stay strong, and we need to really, really keep our vibrations up. We're all prayer warriors. We're light workers. We're star seeds. We have been brought here, and I feel like you're brought here with me for a reason, and we need to support each other and encourage each other. Whatever, again, I can tell you what my belief system is, but that does not have to be yours. My thing is that we have all been placed in specific, or my viewpoint is, we've been all placed in specific spots so that we can influence and we can raise others up. Okay, so now we're just like I said, we're not going to go into the overview because you can see that with the breakthrough video. But we will be using the Waite Rider to see what's going on. Now, an interesting little factoid, I was looking in, in all the little spots that I look in, and I came across something. It was a prediction by AI, so artificial intelligence. And, I'm not sure, didn't go into it too much, but just kind of read it a little bit. It was a little blurb that something was going to be going on the 12th. Now, I'm in CS Central, Standard Time. I don't know if that's my 12th or if that's Australia's 12th or what, but something was going on in the 12th, and it was going to be a big change. Now, again, too, I think that for me, that's a Sunday. I think that we need to, well, that would be a Sunday, wouldn't it? Anyway, but I think we all need to really, really keep our vibrations high, our prayers high, our, whoever it is that we send that to, okay? So let's see, and we will see what we will see. I just had never come across something like that before. Okay, let's see. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what do you want to say for the week of the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. We're coming to the end of Aquarius season. We're not quite there yet, but we are coming towards the end. And we do have that Aquarius, okay, that one has flipped. We do have that Aquarius Saturn thing coming up also this week. What did I say that was, the 15th, 16th? Anyway, let's see. Okay, we've got the Judgment card that has popped out. Interesting with that. Let's see here. Let's shuffle. Let's cut. Now, the other day, not this past one, but the past one, we had, justice is coming. Now we have something to do with judgment. Judgment is our major arcana card. And now I want to let you know that I know that there are things that, because somebody brought up a really good point. I really feel, I'm an intuitive channeler, so I feel the energies more with the energies, So when I'm with the minor arcana, that's when I'm going to be really feeling the fire, water, air, and the earth energies. When I'm in the major arcanas, I don't really associate them with those energies unless it's so blatant, like, the scales or the lion. So I can get vibrations on anything, and it can be a totally different vibration than what is traditionally known in the astrological world. Okay? So I just wanted to explain that a little bit. So we have, anything that's reversed will have a little stronger energy. We have a major arcana. Numbers are very, very important. They're very important. They do have their own energy, just as speaking, words has their own energy. So we have a 20 here. Now we have 10, 10. Transition. 1, new beginning. 0, God source energy. It's a 2-0. Decisions, twos are basically about crossroads, choices, decisions, coming together, partnering. But all of it is, what are we choosing? What are we choosing? Are we choosing to partner? Are we choosing to go one way or the other? But we come to the Judgment card, and you can see it's interesting that everybody's gray. There's no real delineation between, races, religion, nothing like that. Everyone has the hair that's, has the yellowish hair. So that in itself is interesting. Nobody's really running or being afraid. But even though, I don't know if these are mountains back here or if these are the waves. They kind of look like mountains since there's some trees. We have some water energies. These people are rising, could be rising from, what are they rising from? There is there's containments there. I don't want to say the words, but so that we have the ones that are being, risen from maybe a deep sleep, let's put it that way. But yet we have the ones that are also awake. We have the angel blowing the trumpet. We have a lot of symbolism just in the angel in itself. So there's some things being said here, and there's things to be watching for. But nobody looks like they're afraid. Nobody looks like they're hovering or that they're, trying to move away. They're just not necessarily in the height of good health, good life type of thing. But the Judgment card is about looking at yourself and, looking at where you can do things better, looking at things that you've done in the past, maybe that you might have made some amends for. So the Judgment is really taking a really deep evaluation, a really deep look at where you've been and in some ways where you're going. The Judgment card does have a good hope to it. It does have a good future. It does have a lot of possibilities, but it's really taking a look at where you are and how you've gotten to what to where you've come from where you've come from to where you are now. How's that? I was saying it a little bit backwards. And by facing the realities, you're now prepared to move forward. So something going on with that. Facing realities, facing, some of it is facing your past. Here we go. Next card. Oh, we get that good old 4. And this is the 4 of Cups. So we have interesting. 4 is stability, organization, and leadership energies. The Cup energy is our Cancer, our Pisces, and our Scorpio. Fluid, emotional, Very spiritual energy at the same time. Pisces is the one to really be watching, even though Scorpio is in that south node, which is dealing with that history. So there could be a lot of things that we have to deal with in order for us to move forward. So, whenever I look at this is kind of that in-between stage. This is kind of that, am I ready to let go of the past? I'm not necessarily, I don't necessarily know that I am ready to let go of the past, even though there is a new future coming. I'm not necessarily looking at what the future is. I'm concentrating more on this. May not necessarily even like where I have been. So that's a really good add-on with this Judgment card. So there's a lot of looking back. How did we get to where we're at? But there is more to come. I like to say that there is more to come. There is a new and a fresh start about to happen also. So our next card is, we have the Lovers. Now, so here we go. So we have a 1-5-5-1. I don't know if that means anything, but they kind of mirror each other. But we have a 6 energy. 6 is the number of man. It's the energies you put into something yourself. It's how you got to where you're at. The Lovers, again, major arcana. Now it's in, so here we have, while this one has a little more definition, this angelic has more definition, this is a little bit more supernatural or a little more otherworldly. So we have the Lovers still coming out, could be blessing. We have the man is looking at the woman is looking up. We have the fire in the trees. A lot of times people consider that to be a Holy Spirit type of energy. We have the fruit of the trees, and then we also have the snake or the serpent in the tree too. So we do have, even though this is in the background, there is this peak. Now the Lovers can be about relationships. It can be about, people coming together. A lot of times what the Lovers also represents is choices. What are we choosing? Are we choosing each other? Are we choosing higher power? It's also about, trying to choose maybe, what are we choosing to develop our spirituality, our physicality, our mental, our emotional health. There's a lot of health energy here. But it's also about what are we choosing. We do have this sun behind, so there is a wonderful possibility. Kind of feels like between this and this, kind of feels like there's wonderful things about to happen. But again, a lot of it is our own choices. So, are we choosing right? Are we, again, I try to connect. I ask God, Source, Holy Spirit, what is it that we need? And, help me to choose the right direction. Help me to choose the right path. Okay, let's see, because we do have free will. We do have free will. And while it may be already known, that's in a whole different outlook there too, but we do have free will. Okay, let's see what we have going on here. So what do we choose? What do we reevaluate? There is a lot of life in this energy. There's a lot of life in this energy. There's a lot of calling to life in that energy. Okay, let's see. What else do we have going on here? The Colette Baron reads. Okay, higher power. What else? Holy Spirit, what else would you like to say? What else would you like to say or add to this general reading? Okay. The Page of Fire. So we do have, I think this would be a waning moon. Always a little bit unsure on how that's going to look, but I do think this is the waning moon. So that is when you release and relinquish. Pages, underlying energies, because court cards have dual energies. One is their underlying energy, and the other is the energy that's being shown. So the Page's underlying energy is our earth energy. That's our Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Capricorn is, doing a lot of stuff right now. What was it that, we just got from Mercury was in Capricorn. I think it's now transitioned into Aquarius. And then we also have Pluto. So there was some interesting energy with that. Pluto in Capricorn will be transitioning into our, again, Aquarius, but that's March. So we have home, The earth energy is about your job, your career, your money, your home, tangible energy. It's also, the energies that you need to, I'm kind of getting where you need to actually replenish. So this is where I tell you, and believe it or not, it is a wonderful thing. Walk around barefoot. That's always good. Get your crystals. That's always good too. I have my, I have a few crystals around me too, but here is my amethyst. This was given to me, and see, that's kind of reminded me of my background. Given to me by a Gemini, James. And, and also something that I really think is very important, hug some trees. Hug some trees. So the page, the page is outgoing. The page really believes that all things are possible and has that youthful energy that says, and I can obtain. I can work towards it. I can, find it. Now, so we have that type of energy going on, but we also have our fire energy. And that is our Leo, our Sagittarius, and our Aries. Remember, Jupiter is still in Aries. So there is a lot of going after what you want. So even though there's some choices energy here, there is this, are we ready to let go of the past? Are we ready to go into our future? What are we choosing? Have we really, really evaluated? I tell you, do not live in your past. You will be prone to anxiety. You can take a good little visit, look at it, look at what you need to, look at what you need to have learned. And sometimes, and also too, look at what you needed to forgive. A lot of this is forgiving yourself also. Okay. And there has forgiveness with that energy too. So fire has this passion, burning, determined. This is the start of a new journey that could be affecting that earth energy, but it's also something that that the world will really feel on fire for. So there's a lot of new beginnings, new choices, really, really figuring out where we've been and how we've gotten there. And are we ready to let go of the past? And are we ready to go into this rather exciting future? We will see. We will see if this is that type of week for us. Anyway, interesting times. I will post this separately. I'll hope you will watch it. I want to thank everyone who has been watching the videos, my videos. I really appreciate you all. Please take that moment to do the like, share, subscribe, and clicking on the bell for notifications. As always, though, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.